there is a silent process that worsens after 65. It's not a disease, it has no obvious symptoms, and doctors rarely warn you in advance. It's called sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle mass that accelerates even more after age 65. And today, I'm going to show you 6 exercises that science confirms can reverse sarcopenia in just a few weeks. No gym, no equipment, at home, at your own pace, and safely. Don't forget to write your name and where you're watching from. I'd love to know. Exercise 1. Calf raises. Among Japanese doctors, the calf has a nickname few Westerners know, the body's second heart. And it's not an exaggeration. Your heart pushes blood down to your legs. But for it to return, fighting against gravity, you need strong calves. Each contraction of this muscle acts like a pump, and when that pump weakens, blood pools in the legs, causing swelling, heaviness, and in more serious cases, thrombosis. Stand behind a sturdy chair, hands lightly resting on the back, not gripping tightly. Feet hip-width apart, parallel. Now rise up onto your toes as high as you can, lifting your heels completely off the ground. Pause for 2 seconds at the top, feeling the contraction in the back of your legs. Lower down with full control. Don't let your heels drop. That's 1 repetition. Do 2 sets of 12 reps, with 60 seconds of rest between sets. Progress to 3 sets of 15 over the weeks. The most common mistake is moving too fast, using momentum. Too fast means the muscle isn't working, it's just reacting. Slow and controlled is what builds real strength. Unlike the other exercises, this one can be done every day because circulation can't stop. Exercise 2. Lateral walk with cross step. This exercise works the hip abductors and adductors, the muscles that stabilize your body side to side with every step. After 65, these muscles weaken in a particularly silent way, and when they fail, the hips sway while walking, the knees collapse inward, and the risk of lateral falls, the most dangerous kind, often resulting in hip fractures, increases significantly. Stand with your feet parallel at shoulder width, knees slightly bent, hands on your hips or out to the sides. Take a lateral step with your right leg. Then cross your left leg behind the right. Continue this pattern for 10 steps to the right, torso upright, gaze forward, not at your feet. Then reverse direction, moving back to the left. That's 1 set. Do 2 sets each direction with brief rest between them. Progress to 3 sets of 15 steps over time. 2 common mistakes: steps that are too small, which don't properly challenge the hip muscles, and leaning the torso side to side, which shifts the load to the spine instead of the target muscles. Take wide steps. Keep the torso stable. You'll feel the difference immediately. This exercise can be done daily. It doesn't cause excessive muscle strain and works well as a morning warm-up. Exercise 3. Glute bridge. The glutes are the largest muscle group in the body, and after 65, they tend to weaken rapidly with a sedentary lifestyle, a phenomenon physical therapists call gluteal amnesia. Weak glutes don't just affect posture. They directly overload the lower back and knees, creating chronic pain in joints that are paying the price for a muscle that stopped working. More than that, glute strength is directly responsible for stability when standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, and walking upright. Lie on your back on a firm surface, a mat on the floor or a firm mattress. Knees bent, feet flat on the ground, hip width apart. Positioned so your fingertips can lightly touch your heels. Arms extended at your sides, palms down. Engage your core and glutes. and lift your hips slowly off the ground, creating a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. At the top, squeeze your glutes firmly for 2 seconds. Then lower slowly, one vertebra at a time, until your hips almost touch the ground. But don't fully relax between reps. Do 3 sets of 12, with 60 seconds of rest. You've just worked circulation, lateral stability, and the posterior chain. But there's a system that deteriorates after 70 in a particularly critical way, and none of the previous 3 exercises train it directly. The next exercise targets exactly that. Exercise 4, standing leg curl. Research confirms that exercise interventions significantly increase muscle strength in the hips, knees, and ankles, and that this improved strength reduces the risk of falls, especially in unstable environments or unexpected situations. And the standing leg curl is one of the best exercises to develop that strength, because it works the hamstrings, glutes, and knee stabilizers in an integrated way, while requiring active balance on the standing leg. Stand behind a chair, hands lightly resting on the back. Feet parallel, hip-width apart. Shift your weight to your right leg. Now bend your left knee, bringing your heel toward your glute, slowly, with full control. Don't let your knee move forward during the motion. Hold for 1 second at peak contraction. Lower with the same control. Don't touch the ground before starting the next rep. Keep the muscle under tension. Do 12 reps per leg, 3 sets, with 60 seconds of rest. The most common mistake is using momentum to swing the heel upward, turning a strength exercise into a swinging motion. Slow up. Slow down. How are you feeling so far? Let me know in the comments. I read every message. Exercise 5, modified push-up. Muscle protein synthesis can be effectively stimulated in adults well over 90. The key is proper stimulus and adequate nutrition. And the push-up, even in its modified form, is one of the best stimuli for upper body muscles because it works the chest, shoulders, triceps, and core in an integrated, closed-chain movement that mimics real functional tasks. Start with the most accessible version, hands placed on a sturdy table or the back of a firm couch, arms shoulder-width apart, body in a straight line from heels to head, core engaged. Bend your elbows to about 45 degrees from your body, not flared out, not tucked too close. Lower until your chest nearly touches the support. Push back up, fully extending your arms without locking your elbows. Do 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. As you gain strength, progress to the knee version on the floor, then to a full push-up. Perform 2 to 3 times per week, always with at least 1 rest day between sessions. Exercise 6, squat. Resistance training is the most direct way to increase muscle mass and prevent its loss. And it includes movements like the squat, which work the body against gravity. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart or slightly wider, toes pointing slightly outward between 5 and 15 degrees. Chest up, shoulders back, gaze forward. To start, stand in front of a chair or sturdy counter, hands lightly touching it for support. Begin the movement by pushing your hips back, as if sitting into an invisible chair, while bending your knees. Lower as far as you can while keeping your heels fully on the ground and your spine neutral. For most beginners, a quarter or half squat is perfectly adequate. Push through your heels to stand back up, squeezing your glutes at the top. Do 2 sets of 10 reps with 60 to 90 seconds of rest. Progress to 3 sets of 15 over time. 6 exercises, no equipment, less than 30 minutes, 3 times per week. The research is clear. Adults can build muscle at any age. Your genes don't prevent reversal. Everyone can improve with proper training. What determines the outcome isn't your age. It's when you start. Write in the comments which of the 6 exercises you'll do today. And your age. I want to know who's starting now. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe, because there's something new here every week. See you soon.